minute. Night, Mom.
Close your door, Jacob.
Fuck. Jakob!
Jacob, stop it! Stop it! I have had enough. You go to sleep or I will kill you. You hear me? I will
That's
kill
enough!
you.
That's enough! Hey!
He won't go to sleep. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. You hear me?
Go back to your room.
Not one more night of this.
I'll take care of it. Go back to your room.
Not one more night.
Ah, Jacob, it's all right. Everything's fine. It's just... Oh, Jesus. Your mother's a passionate woman. That's why I fell in love with her. So I'm still in love with her. But when you scream and shout every night, it makes her tense. I know I'm not your real father. I could never replace him. But I want to be your friend. An apology would go a long way.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, sweetheart. It's gonna be fine. Your grandmother passed last night.
The world is better off.
Isabel.
It's true. She was a horrible woman. You never met her, so you can't begin to understand. It's why I never let her see you, even when you were born. We need to bury her.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. ועמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל.
Did she look like?
עגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. אמן.
You have her eyes. Figure's eyes. And also her face here and the chin and the cheeks.
You're hurting my arm.
What a little old woman like me can hurt your arm. You're a softie. Not like Figure. Figure wasn't soft. None of us were. None of us wanted to live. You think that's bad? You should see the rest of me. A boy gave them to me, a soldier. He found out where we were hiding, all of us. And he told me if I didn't do what he wanted, he would tell them how to find me. So I did what he wanted. And every time he finished, he gave me another mark with his knife. I don't know why. My father, my brothers, they knew what was happening and they did nothing. Your grandmother was in a hiding place with us. But she was alone. We didn't know her, her family, nothing. She didn't like me. She never said one word to me. I don't blame her. I was a vain little girl. Brought a makeup kit from home, all kinds of little tchotchkes. One day, I noticed my nail file was missing. Well, I didn't give it much thought. Until one night, when everyone was asleep, I woke up and heard a sound. She was sitting in the corner with her hands by her mouth. She was sharpening her teeth on my nail file like this.
Jacob! Are you crazy? How dare you frighten him like that? How dare you?
What are we gonna do with all our stuff?
We are going to sell the best pieces and give the rest away.
How come we don't have any pictures of Grandma anyway? How come that old lady said I have eyes like her?
Oh, Jacob. She was crazy.
Isabel?
Just like my mother.
Sweetheart, the matinee's starting soon.
Oh.
We're going to be late.
Oh, I want you to have your book finished. By the time we come back to pick you up, we are going to a very important dinner at Davis's senior partner's house. And no television. Understand?
It's surprising.
Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome. Good to see you.
So you finally
Well,
made
it
up.
is so beautiful.
Good to see you.
Lovely to have you all here. Thank you so much
Isabel,
for
you are even
making the trip.
lovelier than Davis described. No wonder you have been hiding her.
Well, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Oh, well, I'm
Sir?
actually.
Been married less than a year. Didn't Davis mention?
Of course, Davis told me. I'm sorry.
Oh, please
Not at
don't
all.
be. It looks like we're both new around here.
And this must be Christine. So pretty.
It was more of a whirlwind than you and Isabel. 2 weeks after we met, we were on our honeymoon in Paris. I have a new wife, and the children have a mother.
Oh, well, stepmother.
Like in fairy tales.
Sometimes life is like a fairy tale.
In fairy tales, stepmothers are wicked.
Well, there are all kinds of monsters in stories, aren't there?
I love Paris. My father was French, you know.
Oh, notre appartement là-bas est vide. Vous pouvez y venir quand vous voulez.
Merci. Ce serait génial.
How about you, Jake? Do you speak French?
Un petit peu, pas mal en fait.
Oh, that is really good. How did you learn to speak so well?
I was tutored.
Tutored.
Yeah, I had a tutor.
He grew up in Brooklyn.
Why don't you kids go play a little while and let us grown-ups talk about boring grown-up things a little?
I like grown-up things.
Well, then by all means, Rupert. You're welcome to stay.
Shut up.
What are you reading?
Captain America.
Do you like it?
It's an old one.
It was my brother's. Not Rupert, my other brother, Timothy. He's dead. It was a tragedy.
My grandmother just died. So what?
Old people are supposed to die. Timothy was 12. My mother was 36.
Your mother?
My real one. 36 isn't 12, but according to my dad, it still qualifies as a tragedy. Plus, she killed herself, so she doesn't get to go to heaven.
My father died.
How old was he?
I don't know.
How old are you?
13. Well, almost 13.
That's called 12.
How old are you?
Almost 13. You're pretty.
I'm a boy.
Boys can be pretty.
Boys are handsome.
Maybe you're not a boy.
I'm a boy.
If you say so.
I'm a boy.
Prove it.
Jacob, darling, you ready to hit the road?
Are you crying, fucking pussy? Give it, fucker! Is this what you want? Hey, look what I found in your bag! Give it!
Stop dressing shit like a girl, man.
Out of here!
What is wrong with you, Jacob? Why do you waste your time watching television and reading comics when it gives you nightmares?
Comics don't give me nightmares.
Oh, well, television does, and then you don't sleep, and then you fight in school.
I wasn't fighting.
Oh, well, whatever it is that you did, it got you suspended for a week. You are gonna be home alone every day this week while I'm at work. No comics. If you give me any more grief, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you.
Jacob. I didn't say anything about, well, you know what, to your mother. That can stay between us. Jacob, this is Dr. Sherman.
Have a seat, Jacob.
Go.
Brooklyn boy, huh? You've been making trouble. You can't talk.
Of course he can talk, Jacob.
For now, listening will be fine. People who can listen are much rarer than those who can talk. Isn't that right, Jacob? I want to tell you a little about our school, Jacob.
I thought you were a doctor.
I am. I am also the principal of the boarding school you'll be attending next semester after the holidays. I know, it's a bit of a surprise, but your parents and I had to determine if you were the right fit for us, and vice versa. I think you'll fit just fine. I run an exclusive school especially designed for unique young people like yourself. We only accommodate a few students, so it's a far cry from the strum and the drang you're used to in the big city. At first, it may take a little adjustment, but you will find that peace and quiet refresh the mind as well as the spirit. Like it says in a good book, only in the wilderness is man made pure again.
Morning, sir. May I help you?
Yes, Davis back.
What?
Jacob? We have Jacob here?
Let's proceed right on up the hill, sir. Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Sherman. This is Jacob. Davis. Let me show you. You be good. Hmm?
Are you hungry, Jacob?
We stopped at Howard Johnson's.
Well, it's getting late. There's a closet here and a bureau. Organize your things and get into bed.
What one?
You mean which one? Whichever one you prefer.
How come there's two?
You mean how come there are two? There'll be two of you in this room. You'll have a roommate. His arrival has been delayed.
Miss Sherman? Are you our teacher?
Dr. Sherman is your teacher.
Thought he was the principal.
He is. He's also your teacher.
It's only one teacher?
It's a small school.
How many kids are there?
You'll meet your fellow students at breakfast in the morning. Any more questions?
Can I sleep with the light on?
Whoa, whoa. I see you've met our son.
Phil? Your parents told me what happened to you about the fire and all. Sorry I screamed.
It's okay. I should have knocked. I didn't want to wake you up.
No, it's okay. You want to put your stuff away and everything?
No, I'll do it in the morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Jacob. How did you sleep?
Fine.
Orange juice and milk are on the table. Yes?
Can I have some bacon?
I thought your people didn't eat bacon.
I eat bacon. I mean, at home. I eat it when my mom makes it.
Tomorrow, prepare you some.
Hey, what's up?
Fuck you. Eat shit.
Look, if I bothered you, I can just leave.
Hidden shit! Hidden shit! Fuck! Third burglar! Fuck you! Fuck you! What's up?
What?
Hidden shit! Third burglar! Sit on single!
Hey.
Everybody quiet! Quiet down!
Are you here, Mrs. Sherman? Be quiet. All of you. Right this minute. This is Phil, your classmate.
Can I please go upstairs?
Take a seat, Phil. Come on now. You'll all sit together and eat in relative silence. You're late, young lady.
I overslept. Where are my parents? Who are these freaks?
Good to see you found your places without any assistance from me. You will meet me here every morning, 10 minutes after breakfast.
Eat shit!
Excuse me?
Shit on shingle! Shingle shit!
Are you quite finished, Frederick? You will find 3 books in the drawers in your desks. A math textbook, an English textbook, and the Holy Bible. When you come in, you will see on this board the name of the book and chapter we'll be starting with that morning. We'll open your book to that chapter and read in silence until I indicate it's time to discuss your reading and give out assignments. That will take us to lunch. After lunch, you're free to play outside for an hour under the supervision of either myself or Mrs. Sherman. You are not to attempt to leave these grounds for any reason under any circumstances whatsoever. You are to be washed and ready for bed at 7:30 sharp. Any questions?
My father told me this was a bed and breakfast.
That sounded suspiciously like a statement rather than a question, Miss Holcomb.
I want to see my father.
And that sounded like a demand, one which you are in no position to be making, as your parents clearly do not share your sentiment, else you would not be here this very moment.
Why would my father lie to me?
Finally, a question. Unfortunately, one that we both know the answer to, so there's no point in discussing it here.
I'm not going to school in this place.
Oh, yes, Miss Holcomb, I'm afraid you are. I have left your bottom unscathed, Miss Holcomb, simply because I want it comfortably planted back in your seat. Have I made myself clear? Clarity is what I strive for, and what we will all strive for in the upcoming 2 weeks. Elwood. Come, Elwood. It's all right. Have I made myself clear?
Farcical! Yeah, foxical!
Good. Open your Bibles.
Hey, take it easy, man. Just catch it.
I don't think you get up here. I won't even try it. Ellen, what are you doing? He's gonna bust his ass.
Wow, you so hard.
I'll trade your glove for my catcher's mitt.
Man, my hand is killing me.
Suck your hand. Suck it. Suck it.
Whoa, why do you have to curse so much, Frederick?
I don't.
Because he's a freak. That's why. Are you done having a spaz attack? Spaz?
We're just playing catch.
I can see that. Like the rest of you freaks, I'm neither a spaz or a retard.
Not a retard or a spaz.
Then why are you here?
Why are you here?
Because my parents fucking lie to me, that's why.
Fucking lie, fucking fucker, mother.
Try not to curse around him so much.
Did your parents
Did my parents what?
lie to you when they brought you here?
Told me I was coming here for the new semester.
What about you, Spaz?
My mother said whatever's inside of me needs to be driven out so I can walk righteousness with Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
2 weeks. Dr. Sherman said he was going to strive for clarity in the next 2 weeks.
So?
2 weeks is a lot shorter than a semester, isn't it?
All right, kids. Playtime's over. Come on.
Guess you are here because you're a retard.
Cedric. Jesus Christ. Those supposed to be stars?
Yeah, stars and planets.
They don't look like stars and planets.
Turn off the light. I have them on my wall at home. I look at them every night before I go to bed. I pick a planet and I picture what it's like.
What do you mean what it's like?
Well, is it hot or cold? Gaseous or solid? Are there canyons or rock formations? How many moons does it have? What are the primary chemicals of its makeup? You know, stuff like that.
What about aliens?
It's almost impossible to find a planet that can support any kind of life. The combination of factors that need to exist simultaneously are astronomical.
Did you ever find any?
Yeah, once, but it was just rudimentary life, you know. Amoebas, some silicate life forms, nothing you would recognize.
You know, it's weird.
What?
My dad died in a fire. He used to smoke. And one time when he was alone in his office, he took a nap with a cigarette in his hand. And it fell and the whole place burnt up and he died.
What's weird about that?
Just that, you know, it's kind of like what happened, you know, to you.
Oh, I mean, there are finite ways for people to die or get hurt. I mean, minus insignificant variations. You can get shot or burned or get sick or fall or get hit by a car or whatever. Let's say, give or take, it's a few dozen ways. Or, for argument's sake, let's say it's 100 or even 1,000, which it isn't. How many people are there on the planet?
I don't know, like a billion?
6 billion. You take 6 billion and you divide it by 1,000. If you went around and you asked everyone how they got hurt or how someone they knew died, you'd find more commonality than you would variation. So, I don't really see what's weird about that.
Phil? My dad's dead, but he didn't burn up in a fire.
So, why did you say that he did?
Just thought it might make you feel better.
Now that's weird.
Phil? If you're the one imagining what your planets are like anyways, why don't you just imagine life on them whenever you want to?
No, that would be cheating.
Phil?
Yeah?
Good night.
Feiglinge.
Jacob. It's just me, don't be scared.
Phil, I swear to God.
Sorry, it's time for breakfast. Sorry.
Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to believers in word, in deed, in spirit, in faith, in purity. It was with these words that Paul instructed Timothy to strive for perfection in all areas of life. I want you to copy those words into your notebooks. Yes?
How come he doesn't have to do any work?
I would think, Miss Holcomb, being the bright young lady you are, the answer to your question would be easily apparent.
Then what's he doing in the same class as me?
What was it that Paul instructed Timothy, Miss Holcomb?
To be an example in word, deed, faith, and purity.
And do you know how those words bind each one of you sitting here together? They are goals. Each one of you, in his own way, has failed to achieve. For is not in his own way each one of you despised? Despised by your peers, despised by your parents, despised by God.
Our parents love us.
Did you raise your hand, Lenny? We are not concerned here with how you appear to your friends or even to your parents. We are concerned here with becoming presentable to the only eyes that matter, and the only way to do that is to be baptized anew. There are many kinds of baptism. Baptism by water, baptism by fire, baptism by the Holy Spirit. The ways are not important. It's the final result that counts. Any questions? Yes, Miss Holcomb.
Can I go number 1?
If you are not back in 3.5 minutes, Miss Holcomb, it will go ill for you.
It turned into a number 2.
School sucks.
You should really lock the door.
What are you doing in here?
I didn't go to the bathroom. I went into Dr. Sherman's office instead. I found Mrs. Sherman's pocketbook in there. She had this. And this.
I don't want them.
Look at the names, retard. See?
So her name's not really Miss Sherman?
Apparently not.
So what does that mean?
It means she's lying about her name.
And what about Dr. Sherman? Is he-
Sorry. This is all I managed to get in 3.5 minutes. Well, almost 3.5 minutes.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. kind of like the way it feels. Look, they match. Cool, right? Want to touch it?
That's okay.
You know, I guess you were right.
About what?
That boys can't be pretty. 'Cause you're a girl.
I'm not a girl.
You're pretty.
I'm not a fucking girl.
If you weren't, you wouldn't be too scared to touch my face.
I'm not scared, I just don't want to.
Because you're a girl and you only like to touch boys.
No, because it'll hurt.
So?
I don't want to hurt you.
Why not? Because it's bad?
Yeah, I guess.
Even if I want you to. Touch it. Here, take it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
What are the two of you doing in here together?
The water spigots were stuck, so I asked Jacob to help me turn them on.
They're working now.
Dr. Sherman taught you a lesson from Timothy today, did he not? I hope you were listening.
Ah, fuck! My ball! Don't touch my ball! My ball!
He just wants to play ball with us, Frederick.
My ball! Fuck away! Fuck away! My ball! Don't touch my ball! Don't touch my fucking ball! Fuck you, fatty! Don't touch my ball!
Easy, Elwood. Take it easy. Guy! Guy!
Ball? Get off me! No! Get away! Get away! Get...
That's enough! Come on, Elwood. Let's go back inside.
That was weird in the yard today.
Elwood's a retard. That's just what they do. I'd hardly call it weird.
No, not Elwood. You.
What was weird about me?
The way you walked?
The way I walked?
Yeah, when you were bringing Elwood inside.
What was weird about it?
You walked weird.
Weird like how?
Weird, like a girl.
I don't walk like a girl. Why is everybody saying I'm a girl? I'm not a fucking girl!
Are you going to bed?
No, I'm going to fucking Pluto. Where do you think I'm going?
Well, you didn't shower.
What's it to you?
You kind of need one.
So I smell bad, you look bad, and I smell bad. So that makes us even, right?
What do you think that was? Should we get Mrs. Sherman?
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, let's look. You coming?
I'm scared.
Phil, take it from me. Whatever it is, it can't be half as scary as you are. Come on, Phil.
Hey, you guys hear that?
Yeah, we're here. We're not here for our health.
What's going on?
I don't know, Lenny.
I'm Calvin.
It's coming from Frederick and Elwood's room.
Frederick? Frederick?
Maybe we should get Mrs. Sherman.
Elwood, what are you doing? Elwood.
Jesus, smells awful in here.
Oh, man.
Elwood?
I made.
Yeah, I can see that. Why didn't you use the bathroom, Elwood? Where's Frederick?
He went away.
Yeah, I would too. Jeez.
Come on, Elwood. Let's go take a shower. Guys, help me get him to the shower.
Hell no. He's gross, man. No way.
No, my doctor said I can't afford to get an infection.
Whatever, man. Just get a breath of fresh air or something, okay? Elwood, if you don't come with me, then I'm gonna have to call Dr. Sherman and he's gonna come up here with his rod. Do you want that? Good. Come on. Let's clean you up.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Stop. Come on, man. Let's go.
Frederick went away. Farty, fucksicle, far away.
Thank you, Claude. Here you go. Claude and Mrs. Sherman are taking Frederick to the hospital in town, where he will be picked up by his parents. We'll discuss this further in class tomorrow. But for now, I want you to go back to your rooms, get ready for bed.
Can we call our parents?
Of course, Calvin. You can call your mom tomorrow during playtime from my office. You too, Jacob. You can all call your parents tomorrow. But for now...
It's not that, Dr. Sherman. Just that Elwood, he's still, you know.
I'll take care of it. You've done enough for one day. Come along up to bed, children. It'll be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Come on, Elwood. Let's go. It's safe now. You'll be fine.
Christine, what are you doing in here? Christine, if Dr. Sherman catches you in here, we could get in serious trouble.
And we better not stay here. This is our chance. That guard guy and whatever her name is are going to town. Dr. Sherman is cleaning up Elwood in the bathroom. Got to get out of here. Now.
Seriously, Christine, where are we gonna go? We don't even know where this frickin' school is.
School? Jacob, we have 3 textbooks in our desks, and the only one Dr. Sherman has ever asked us to open is the Bible. Have you ever heard of a school like that? Or one that only has 7 kids in it?
6. It was 7. Now it's 6.
2 weeks. Dr. Sherman said we were going to strive for clarity in the next 2 weeks. That's 8 days from now. What do you think's gonna happen then?
Don't look at me, I'm not getting in trouble. Seriously, guys, I'm not getting in trouble.
What are you doing? We don't have time to pack. We've got to go now, retard.
Hold your horses. Let's go.
We'll cut through here, then we'll get to the front entrance, same way we came in.
Maybe it might be better to climb over the fence.
I've been checking it whenever whatever her name is isn't looking. There's electric wire everywhere.
Electric wire?
Yeah, like for cows.
Cows?
Cows, city boy, you eat them? Anyway, they're taking Frederick to town, so we can walk right out of here.
That's the car they took him in.
But there's nobody in it.
So what does that mean?
It means they never left.
Come on, let's go, let's go. You better go back to school.
I guess.
We're gonna get in so much trouble.
We?
I was wondering when you two were going to make your reappearance.
I don't want to stay here. Frederick died in here. I just want to go home.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sherman. She got really scared and tried to run away, so I went to bring her back so she wouldn't get in more trouble.
Yes, Jacob. I believe you did. Go back to your room. Just you, Jacob.
But Dr. Sherman, she was
Jacob,
just...
go back to your room and do not come out again until morning. Jacob, come see me tomorrow in my office before class. Have a seat. You're a clever boy, Jacob. But then, your people usually are.
My people?
You know, don't you?
Know what?
That Frederick didn't kill himself. Didn't you break up a fight yesterday between Frederick and Elwood during recess and get a bloody nose for your trouble?
I didn't get a bloody nose.
Elwood is certainly strong enough to have done it.
Elwood couldn't kill anyone. Not like that.
Of course not. Jacob, do you know why Christine Holcomb is here? She killed her older brother.
How come?
Because, Jacob, she is evil. She killed her own brother. And her mother, too.
She said her mother killed herself.
Indeed. In sorrow over the death of her son. I would imagine that in young Miss Holcomb's mind, that would qualify as 2 birds with 1 stone.
How come she isn't in jail?
That would be rather embarrassing for Mr. Holcomb, don't you think? I'm telling you this, Jacob, because Mrs. Sherman and I are short-handed here. I need your help, keeping an eye on the other kids, making sure they stay out of trouble. Can you do that for me?
Come on, Elwood. It'll get done a lot faster if you just eat the regular way. Bite down on it? No, Elwood. Back on the fork. Almost. There you go. See how much better that is? Come on, Phil. It's a foot off the ground. I don't have all day.
Okay. Here. Take this one and put it up to the left, right there. See, that's Andromeda. Put it to the left of Andromeda. Jacob, put it to the left. The big clump of stars right there. No, not your left, my left.
I'll give you X week 1 for it. Frank Miller cover.
Is there a variant?
The Frank Miller cover. Who cares what the variant is? Plus, I'll give you this machine, too.
I'll give you Jimmy Key and Wade Boggs.
Thanks, you guys are cool. How come you're here?
Our parents brought us.
But why? Did you do something bad at, like, school or at home?
We're always good.
Okay, but there has to be a reason. Are you guys adopted?
No.
These are both your real parents? Where do you want this one? Ready? Okay. How about that? Are you sleeping with it? Good night, Elwood. If you have to go to the bathroom, just knock, okay?
Jacob,
Yeah?
thank you.
Sure thing.
Hey. Can you come here a minute?
I gotta get to bed.
I have something of yours. Remember?
Where's my knapsack?
Right over there. I keep telling you you're a girl.
Not mine, my grandmother's.
The one who died? Why do you have her clothes? Why won't you talk to me?
Did you kill Frederick?
Of course. You don't believe me?
How'd you get him up there?
I didn't. He got himself up there. Have you ever made yourself feel good by touching yourself? You know, down there. Take that as a yes. In any case, Frederick certainly did. Every chance he got, even in class. But you, being a retard, apparently failed to notice. I, not being a retard, certainly did. Told Frederick how much better it feels to do that when you can't breathe while you're doing it.
How do you know that?
When Frederick was going to take a shower, I showed him how to tie his belt around his neck and to put his feet up on the sides of the tub. Told him I would keep guard for him. Then, when I heard him start to go at it, I turned around, pushed his feet off the tub, and ta-da! Well, you know the rest.
Well, why?
Because we needed a distraction to get out of this place. It's worth a try.
Why did you kill your brother? And your mom?
Put them on.
What?
Your grandmother's clothes. Put them on. Put them on before, right?
Going to my room now, Christine.
If you don't put them on, I'll kill Elwood.
I'll stop you.
You can try, but you can't watch all the time.
Why do you want me to put them on? If I put them on, you promise to leave Elwood alone?
I promise.
You fucking swear?
I swear I won't harm Elwood.
Turn around. Close your eyes. Okay.
Wow.
Can I go now?
Have you ever put on makeup?
Hell no.
Come here.
Hell no!
Jacob. You even walk like a girl. Sometimes.
Don't walk like a girl.
Keep still, retard. You are like 10 times prettier than I am.
Great. Thanks for the compliment. Can I go now?
That's why they sent you here? Somebody saw you wearing her clothes.
I'm dancing with a retard, right?
You were dancing? Dancing like how?
I don't know.
Show me.
No way.
Show me, Jacob.
No fucking way, Christine. You can kill everybody in this fucking place, but I'm still not dancing for you. Hey, what are you doing?
Turn around.
Why?
Turn around. Now close your eyes. Okay. Dance with me.
I don't know how.
I do. It's called leading. I'll lead and you follow.
You don't have music.
What were you listening to when they caught you dancing?
I don't know. Something older my grandmother used to listen to.
How'd it go?
I don't remember.
Yes, you do. That's tango music. You know tango music. Back, side, side. Back, side, side. Back, back, side, step. Go like this when I tell you to. Now. Don't go.
What?
Stay with me.
So you can kill me like you killed Frederick?
I didn't kill him.
You said you did.
I lied.
Right. And you didn't just try to stab me with your sisters either.
I just wanted you to beat me up.
Why?
Because I love you.
You're crazy.
Look in the mirror.
You made me put this on.
Want to know a secret?
What?
I loved you the first time I saw you.
Why?
Because you're the first person I ever saw that I knew no one could make do anything he didn't want to. Ever.
You're crazy. I'll ever do stuff I don't want to do.
That's what you think. Want to stay with me in my room tonight?
No. But you can stay in mine.
That's Andromeda. That's the Milky Way. That's where we live. And that is Ursa Major. Or at least it would be. If Jacob had put the stars where I told him to.
I did put them there. If you don't like it, next time don't be too chicken to sit on the dresser and do it yourself.
Come down here with us, Phil.
Why?
Because it's more fun, that's why.
I'm okay up here.
Don't make me ask again, Phil. Bring your pillow. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's not the point. The point is for our work to accurately represent an existing celestial system. It's a...
Shut up, Phil. I've never looked at the stars at night.
If you kind of unfocus your eyes, it almost looks like the real thing.
Du siehst anders aus, Mäuschen.
Ich bin keine Maus.
Elwood. Shit. Elwood? Elwood? Elwood! Elwood!
child. There was no call for what you did, Ms. Adam.
You said his mother was coming any minute. She'll want to see him and take him home.
I told you I would handle it.
It's not her I'm worried about.
Then what?
It's clear to me you're sentimental.
Sentimental? Because I'm concerned with their souls. I have always been concerned with the soul, Ms. Adams, and I have always delivered on my contracts, always. Get the boy stashed away, Ms. Adams, immediately, while I prepare for the arrival of his mother. I don't want any of the other children to find him.
Dr. Sherman.
Let's discuss this in my office. Right this way.
Where's Elwood?
Please, have a seat, Mrs. Ramsey.
You told me I could see Elwood.
Please. May I offer you a drink, Mrs. Ramsey?
I just want to see Elwood.
How quickly things change. Not long ago, you sat in my office in Stanford and expressed sentiments very much to the contrary and in no uncertain terms. In fact, you signed a contract, one which I co-signed, and as you well know, Mrs. Ramsey, I never back out on a contract. You've been on the road for a long time, Mrs. Ramsey.
I was experiencing a moment of weakness. It's been so difficult since Donald left. Being alone with Elwood all the time.
You could have sent him to an institution, special school, as I suggested, where he would be cared for with other children like himself, but you chose otherwise.
Please, Dr. Sherman.
It's too late, in any case. I couldn't grant your wish if I wanted to.
But you said he was still... How?
Mrs. Ramsey, as you remember, we agreed the less you know, the better.
Can I see his body one last?
I'm afraid not.
The other children, are they?
The less you know, the better.
I imagine you made it appear like some sort of accident. But somehow I thought you would take care of them all at once. I'm not a stupid woman, Dr. Sherman. However poorly Elwood might reflect on me, I understand how you can explain away one accident, but how are you going to make believe 7?
That's enough, Mrs. Ramsey. This is not my first contract. Far from it. Nor will it be my last. Allow me to worry about the details.
The others are still alive, aren't they?
It's getting late, Mrs. Ramsey, and you've a long drive back to the city.
I'm staying in a hotel in Waterbury, by the river. It's a beautiful view. It's just an hour's drive from here. I confess I feel suddenly light. As if a great weight has been lifted from my heart. Is that terrible?
It's not for me to judge these things. I'm glad for you.
I'll see myself out.
Very well, Mrs. Ramsey. Take care. Have a safe drive back. was uncalled for, Miss Adams. For the second time tonight.
She was gonna tell someone?
Of course she was. That's why I'd already killed her. 3 drops of tricyclic amitriptyline in a drink. And a posthumous medical examination completely indistinguishable from the painkillers Mrs. Ramsey was addicted to. She wouldn't have called anyone till tomorrow morning at the earliest, and within 4 to 6 hours, she would have been dead. Accidental overdose, apparent suicide. Not a missing person, or a scarred-up corpse.
How do you know how long she would have waited to call?
Because, Ms. Adams, unlike yourself, I'm a professional. Claude, there's a situation developing. Could you come up to the house immediately? The problem with Miss Adams is that she came to this work late in life. Jacob? You can come out of that closet now. She was new to my employ, despite appearances to the contrary. In this line of work, it's best to start young. I was just a little older than you are now when I took on my first job.
Are you gonna kill me?
Give me a hand. Grab her feet, will you?
Basement's getting pretty crowded.
We're not going to the basement. Your people are expert at employing levity under adverse circumstances. Integral to your resilience, I'm sure. Yeah. How should we pose her? On the stairs, trying to escape the smoke, or fallen at the foot of the stairs, bravely trying to rescue our young charges from the flames?
Flames?
The flames from the tragic fire that burned down the Sherman's boarding school and everyone in it.
Including Dr. and Miss Sherman.
That's right.
Who are you?
That would be Claude. Let him in, would you, Jacob? And show him to Miss Adams' body. I'll be back in a moment.
Dr. Sherman said there was a problem?
Yeah, this way.
Lynn? What the hell? Excuse me, Jacob. Came as packaged with Miss Adams. Grab his leg. There we go. There we go. All right, a little further. A little further. Here we are. That's good. What do you think? Panicked? Running from the fire? Cabinet collapsed on top of him?
I guess.
I was hoping to arrive at this moment later in the week, but schedules do tend to be theoretical. Wondering why I waited this long?
Would have looked kind of suspicious if we got here and the place burned up the very next day.
Very good. It would have indeed.
Do you do this a lot?
Yes, Jacob. It's my job. Methods are always different, but the result, always the same. Speaking of which, what do we do with Miss Adams?
Why should I help you?
Excuse me?
Why should I help you if you're gonna kill me anyways?
My agreement with your stepfather stipulated that you are never again to return home to distress him or your mother. Now, being a businessman, I always allow myself plenty of latitude in the execution of my agreements.
Did my mom think this was a real boarding school?
My agreement was with your stepfather. I can't speak as to what he might or might not have told your mother.
If I help you now, will you let me help you again? Facing stairs.
Hello, Doctor. Here we are, Jacob. Yes. Step aside, Jacob. I'll pose Mrs. Ramsey appropriately and get things started. You think you can handle Frederick by yourself?
What about Elwood?
Elwood? Do you want to carry Elwood? Know what this is?
Alcohol?
Sodium acetate. Once lit, it's completely indistinguishable from the residue left by a normal fire. And you know what this is?
Key?
Well, the room's upstairs. I want you to lock all the doors before the others attempt an escape. And then when you're done, you and me will leave this place together.
It's not what I would do if I was you.
No, what would you do?
I would give me the keys, So I go upstairs, set the stairs on fire, walk out, lock the door, and watch us all burn up in here.
You're very cunning people, Jacob, as well as clever. But honor is clearly not your strongest suit. I told you, I intend you no harm. Are you saying that you don't believe me?
I believe you.
There you go.
Jake! Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Jacob. I can't see you. I want to talk to you a second. Jacob, what are you doing? Jake! Don't you dare!
Sorry, Dr. Sherman.
Dr. Sherman.
I don't care who you are! You told me to look out for the others. That's what I'm gonna do. He was gonna kill all of you.
No, duh. We should get out of here.
We can't let Phil burn up for a second time, Christine.
Dr. Sherman's gonna get up again.
No, he won't. Go wake the other. I'll be there in a minute. Go! Phil, why are you standing there?
I'm not going down there, I'm not.
They won't go. There's fire down there.
I know there's a fire.
Why are you in a dress?
Come here. Go downstairs and out to the front door.
I don't want to go down
Move
there.
it, morons.
No, go.
Where are we going?
I need you to help me get one last thing.
Jacob, what are you doing? Let me out! Let me out of here! Let me out! Jacob, why are you doing this to me?
Because you killed Frederick.
I told you I was lying to you.
No, you weren't.
I was trying to get out of here, Jacob. I was trying to get you out too.
I know.
I love you, Jacob.
Yeah. That's why I showed you Phil's galaxy. Bye, Christine. I'm Phil's friend now. If anything happens to him, you'll be sorry.
We spoke with your old school, and they said they'd be happy to take you back.
We were thinking you could use a break before going back to school right away. Go on a vacation. For a few months with us, just the three of us. We were thinking we could go to Paris so you can speak French. Cool. Why don't you eat your mashies? You helped me so nicely in the kitchen.
I'm not hungry. Mom, I'm really tired.
Oh, of course. Go to bed, sweetheart. You can leave the light on if you like.
Mom, don't worry about it.
Komm her, mein Kätzchen.
Vega.